Hello, welcome to Scented Pages. Welcome back to my channel, baby. I wanted to get on and make a cute little cozy like book and perfume video because I got a couple of books from the Dollar Tree the other day. I like that the Dollar Tree has little books. They're like a little book section, so when I go in there I look at the little Dollar Tree little book section along with the stationery too. That's always fun. And then I have my I wanted to do like my 5 favorite wintertime perfumes. And also I wanted to update, okay, because look, now I bought some books, but this is the thing. Let me update about my no buy low buy year. So I'm not going to have it where, because I'm going to allow myself to spend some monies. And especially since I have kids, like they're not on a no buy, low buy year. So I still have to do things with them and make sure that we get out of the house. I like to get out of the house with them and eat. We really like to go places to eat dinner. So I'm going to have to definitely do that with them. And also, I'm going to allow myself Kindle Unlimited. And that's it. Okay, no physical books, no more physical books. So I did want to get, with a couple of dollars with my taxes, I wanted to this month get some books with a couple of extra dollars that I get. I want to treat myself to some books, and then maybe for my birthday in May. But just those 2 months, I might get a few physical books this year. But the other 10 months, no physical books. But I will give myself Kindle Unlimited. So let me see. The other 10 months, no books, just for this season and my birthday in May. So tax season and my birthday in May. Set that. Going out, food. So far as like beauty supplies and stuff, well, I don't wear makeup, but like no more lip glosses and lipsticks and things like that. I don't want to, buy any of those. But I can repurchase like the upkeep items that I need to get, like soaps and deodorants, skin oils that I have. But I want to use the skin oils and the things that I have first before I purchase anymore. Like I still have a lot of hair oil, so I don't have to buy any more hair oil, and I still have a couple of bottles of skin oil that means I won't have to buy any skin oils anytime soon. So once I use up what I have first, then I can replenish my skin oils. And then I do like little upkeep things, like I drink a lot of teas. And I take my vitamins, like my biotin. I'll be getting those. And I like my biotin drops, my vitamin drops. My I have this powder that I add to my smoothies and stuff that I like, that it's like 50 vegetables and 50 fruits type of powder, and I add it to my smoothie. So I can, repurchase those things. But outside of that, I'm not buying any extra clothes, no physical books, no, no new things of, that I don't need. So I'm kind of actually excited about that. Wanted to be honest about that and update about that I will be doing Kindle Unlimited. So I don't want to be so tight with myself that I just didn't have any fun. But, I also don't need to be constantly adding a bunch of new physical books to my, already growing, or not growing, because I'm not growing anymore, but to my solid, I should say, very solid TBR. But, however, I did get from the Dollar Tree. I love the Dollar Tree's store book section. Sometimes you can go in there and get some really cute stuff. A lot of times, I don't really find too much that I like, but every once in a while there's some gems. Like, look, I got 3 really cool books and a Dean Koontz book. So let me read you the flap. I did a little bit of research on this one. This is The Forbidden Door by Dean Koontz, a Jane Hawk novel. I did a little bit of searching about this one, and I hear good things about it on Amazon. So let's see what's in the store. What got me was, check this here. It says, I always need a, oh yeah, I do need a, bookmark. Speaking of bookmarks, before we get into this, let me show you the book. I can't believe I almost forgot to talk about my bookmarks. Let me show you the bookmarks that I got. I think they're in here. I got new bookmarks. Really cute ones. So first of all, I added some extra bedazzles to my Golden Girls. I love this one. This is so cute. Thank you. I love it. I have so many cute Golden Girls merchandise and things. I love the Golden Girls. I think the Golden Girls might just be my all-time favorite show of ever. It is just so funny and so nostalgic, and I could just comfort watch it anytime. I love to put it on when I just, you know, I'm getting ready for work or something. I just throw an episode of the Golden Girls on, or like if I'm, you know, just lounging around the house and want to just have something playing in the background, give me the Golden Girls. I like, let me see, Third Rock from the Sun. That's a funny show. Let me see, Sex in the City, I really like. Those are just cute little like shows that, Girlfriends, I really like. Shows that I could just watch over and over again. The Simpsons, and just let them play in the background. I love them. So yes, my Golden Girls bookmark. And then I got this really cute, I ordered a couple from the Amazon. Oh, I left the one out in the living room. I'm going to get it in a second. But for the first two. So, I already showed you the cute one that looks like the vintage library checkout paper. That's cute. But then I got this one with my dragon on it. This leather. That is so cute, because I'm going to use this one to read with my fantasy books. And when I get my Game of Thrones, because I started reading Game of Thrones, I'm like, it's actually in my bag. I'm like actively reading it now. So I wanted to, you know, use this. And then when I get I'm going to get the box set. I want to get the whole box set. And this is going to be my little friend for my Game of Thrones and my fantasy books. Because it's, you know, a dragon like Danny's Dragons and all the dragons and all of the fantasy. It just was given fantasy, especially by it being on leather like that. I think that's beautiful. Then I also got, and I think this one just might be my favorite out of all three of them. I have to go and get the last one in a second. But this is just really cute. And it's like, it's this kitty cat, and it's etched into the leather, like pressed into the leather. And then the back has the same thing, but really detailed, beautiful flowers and stuff. I hope that it's clear enough that you can kind of see it. That's so pretty. Then let me go and get the last one, because it's inside of the book that I'm reading this week. Hold on. Okay, so then lastly, I got this one. I am a sucker for a good moon and stars situation. Anything with the moons and stars on it. I think it's so pretty. And I just think that it kind of reminds me of the one that I got from Barnes & Noble a while ago, like over the summer. This one, that is so pretty. I keep it inside the same packaging, but I love that. And it says, live by the sun, love by the moon. Isn't it beautiful? I think that is so pretty. So, and then, real quick, let me show you some of my other cute favorite bookmarks that I really like. Because I actually use my bookmarks every day. Like, every day that I'm reading, I use a bookmark. I like this one. I got this from Shein. And when you order it, it comes not bedazzled. And you have to press them on yourself, which was really fun. And I just let an audiobook ride and took the time to do this. It was so fun. what do they call it? It's a name for it. Bead painting or something. I forget the name of it. I forget what it's called. There's an actual name for doing this, but it's so much fun. And yeah, so I like that one. And then I also have, oh, I need this. Let's take this out here. I also have this cute little kitty cat bookmark, which I think is pretty. It's cute. I have a lot of bookmarks, but those are just a few of my favorite ones. Oh, and then this kitty cat bookmark. When you use this one, he looks like he's hanging on the page, like in distress. So, yeah, those are cute. So these are my 3 new bookmarks that I thought were so cute. I love it. I'm a sucker for a bookmark. So, anyway, back to what I was saying about the books. Back. And this is just a impromptu video. I did not write anything out or plan for any of this, so if I seem a little scatterbrained and all over the place, that's why. Because this is a regular Keisha. Regular Keisha video. Alright, so Dean Koontz' The Forbidden Door, a Jane Hawk novel. It's a part of a series. I don't know what number it is in the series, but it says, she was one of the FBI's top agents until she became the nation's most wanted fugitive, a happily married woman before becoming a devastated widow. Now, Jane Hawk may be all that stands between a free nation and its enslavement by a powerful secret society's terrifying mind control technology. Got me. What you mean, society's mind control technology? Bought $1.25. Get in my basket. It says she couldn't save her husband or the others whose lives have been destroyed, but equipped with superior tactical and survival skills and the fury born of a broken heart and a hunger for justice, Jane has struck major blows against the insidious cabal. But Jane's enemies are about to hit back hard. If their best operatives can't outrun her, they mean to bring her to them, using her 5-year-old son as bait. Jane knows there's no underestimating their capabilities, but she must battle her way back across the country to the remote shelter where her boy is safely hidden, for now. As she moves resolutely forward, new threats begin to emerge. A growing number of brain-altered victims driven hopelessly, violently insane. With the madness spreading like a virus, the war between Jane and her enemies will become a fight for all their lives against the lethal terror unleashed from behind the forbidden door. Yes. I was like, what is this? Secret society mind control technology? Yes. Her being a mother? Yes. Her, being a badass, fighting for herself and getting her son and doing all this stuff. Woman, yay. I was interested. And I noticed that the regular retail price of this book is $28 US. I got it for $1.25. I'm so happy. I can't wait to get into it. I love Dean Koontz. I got a whole lot of his books. I like him like I like Stephen King. I think I said that before. Then I have We Two Alone by Jack Wang. And this, I think, is just an anthology of a collection of books. It says, a bold and brilliant debut collection of stories announcing an important new voice in literary fiction. It says a laundry boy risks his life to play organized hockey in Vancouver in the 1920s by pretending to be a girl. A diplomat in Vienna attempts to save lives after Kristallnacht. I don't know what that is. A family struggles to buy a home in South Africa during the era of apartheid. An actor in New York strives to keep his career alive while yearning to reconcile with his estranged wife. As the extraordinary collection moves through time and space, Jack Wang masterfully weaves a complex portrait of the Chinese immigrant experience, from the vulnerable and disenfranchised to the educated and privileged. The characters vibrate with uncommon honesty. In these deeply affecting stories, Wang subverts expectations as he captures the hope, pain, and endurance of the millions whose journey into the unknown to create better lives in the shifting boundaries of morality, the intimacies and failings of love, and the choices circumstances force us to make. Radiated with empathy, this unforgettable debut is a celebration of our shared humanity. I'm interested in it. I don't, read a whole lot about immigrant life or Chinese immigrant life, but it didn't seem to be, bad little, something that I could do over the weekend, pass the time. We'll see. I also might end up giving it away, so you can put it inside of the free library. I gave a couple of books that I had finished up earlier today. I gave Pet Cemetery, and I finally gave Needful Things to a friend of mine. I decided that, speaking of which, those couple of books, and let me talk about Stephen King a little bit. I decided that what happened was that it takes so long to read a Stephen King book, and I had gotten so far removed from the ones that I read earlier. I was going to try and do like a video where I kind of reviewed all of his books, but I think I've moved past that point. But I am still going to do something with his books. The ones that I have read so far. I have an idea in my mind for that video, so I'm just gonna hold off on Stephen King for a little while. Plus, I kind of got tired of reading him so much. I was kind of over him. But I still have some ideas in my mind about his video, so I'm not, I'm still not over it quite so quickly, just quite yet. I'm gonna get that video out, and I still really want to do A Long Walk, and I still really want to do the book that I have right here, Fairy Tale. So we'll see. I have this aloe vera juice. I love this juice. I used to get it all the time from this grocery store, and then the grocery store went out of business, and I hadn't seen the juice anymore. And then this other store switched owners, and the new owners put this juice in their store. I've been so happy. So I don't know. I won't talk about this book. I'll cut that part out. Then I have a couple of books that I got. So earlier today, when I did put the books inside of the little free library at my job, there was a couple of them in there that I grabbed that I thought was cute. Namely, these two Colleen Hoover books. Now, I'm not a big Colleen Hoover fan, but for free, from out of the little free library, I did read Verity a long time ago. I listened to it, I should say. And I was a little off about the ending and some of the details in it. And I figured that if I read the book, I would understand it better and like it more. But I wasn't going to pay for it to do that. But since it was, in the little free library, did I ask it for free? I'll reread it for free, of course. And then they had another one in there, November 9th. So, Verity by Colleen Hoover says, Lowen Ashley is a struggling writer on the brink of financial ruin when she accepts the job offer of a lifetime. Jeremy Crawford, husband of best-selling author Verity Crawford, has hired Lowen to complete the remaining books in a successful series his injured wife is unable to finish. Lowen arrives at the Crawford home, ready to sort through years of Verity's notes and outlines, hoping to find enough material to get her started. When Lowen doesn't expect to uncover what Lowen doesn't expect to uncover in the chaotic office is an unfinished autobiography Verity never intended for anyone to read. Page after page of bone-chilling admissions, including Verity's recollection of the night her family was forever altered. Lowen decides to keep the manuscript hidden from Jeremy, knowing its contents could devastate the already grieving father. But as Lowen's feelings for Jeremy begin to intensify, she recognizes all the ways she could benefit if he were to read his wife's words. After all, no matter how devoted Jeremy is to his injured wife, a truth this horrifying would make it impossible for him to continue loving her. A standalone romantic thriller from #1 New York Times bestselling author Colleen Hoover. What I do remember, I remember not liking Verity a lot. I remember she was like weird with her kids, like disliking one of her twin daughters or something. I remember she was weird with the kids, but then I don't, something happened in the end, and the ending, I was a bit off. I remember the ending was like, the girl Lowen, well, I can't give the ending away, right? At least not right now. Hopefully, honey, once I read it, I'll understand everything better. Next, I have November 9th by Colleen Hoover. It says, Fallon meets Ben, an aspiring novelist, the day before her scheduled cross-country move. Their untimely attraction leads them to spend Fallon's last day in LA together, and her eventful life becomes the creative inspiration Ben has always sought for his novel. Over time, and amidst the various relationships and tribulations of their own separate lives, they continue to meet on the same date every year, until one day Fallon becomes unsure if Ben has been telling her the truth or fabricating a perfect reality for the sake of the ultimate plot twist. Can Ben's relationship with Fallon, and simultaneously his novel, be considered a love story if it ends in heartbreak? We shall see. I'll give her a try. I hear mixed things about Verity, especially, and mixed things about Colleen Hoover. So I can't wait to be the judge of things myself. And then lastly, I have Hero Dogs. Now this is cute. This reminds me of a long time ago. I had listened to this book about this man who, this blind man whose seeing eye dog had gotten him out of the Twin Towers during the 9/11 attacks. And she did so good. Oh my goodness, that book was so good. I have to, I'll put it in when I look up the title, I'll put it in the video to show you what it was, because it was so good. I just remember being absolutely in love with her during that whole ordeal of how intelligent dogs are, and dogs that are, trained for people. I just think that is so awesome. I love a well-trained dog that's really trained for, being an assistant to people. I think that is so cool. And that's what she did. I'll put the picture of the book in here. But this one is called Hero Dogs It says how a pack of rescues, rejects, and strays became America's greatest disaster search partners. It says, in 1995, Wilma Melville volunteered as a canine search and rescue handler with her black Labrador Murphy in the aftermath of the Oklahoma City bombing. I remember that. At the time, there were only 15 FEMA certified SAR dogs in the United States. Believing in the value of those remarkable animals to help save lives, Wilma knew many more were needed in the event of future major disasters. She made a vow to help 168 dogs receive search and rescue training in her lifetime, one for every Oklahoma City victim. Aww. Wilma single-handedly established the National Disaster Search Dog Foundation to meet this challenge. The first canine candidates, Anna, Dusty, and Harley, were a trio of golden retrievers with behavioral problems considered irredeemable and unadoptable. Aww. With patience, discipline, and love applied during training, they proved to have the ability, agility, and stamina to graduate as SARs. Paired with a trio of firefighters, they were among the first responders searching the ruins of the World Trade Center following 9/11, setting the standard for the more than 168 SDF search and rescue dogs that followed. Beautiful and heart-wrenching, Hero Dogs is the story of one woman's dream brought to fruition by dedicated volunteers and firefighters, and the bonds they forged with incredible rescuer dogs to create one of America's most vital resources in disaster response. Oh, isn't that so cute? I love it. I love a true story of animals being awesome to people, especially dogs. People do not deserve dogs, but we have them, and that is so beautiful. They are so cute. So anyway, those are the couple of books that I have. I can't wait to sort them out and figure out which ones I'm gonna read first. But anyway, let's get to these perfumes. Let me see. Okay, so these are my top 5 fave, and I'm gonna go from like my favorite to my least favorites. It's not that I wish that they could all be my favorite, like my all top 5, but I'm gonna go from my number 5 fave to my number 1 fave, if that makes sense. Okay, so I have got first, okay, so Sierra. Now, like I said, all of these are gonna have like the same kind of base notes and things because they're all like wintertime, the same type of scent profile, I guess is the word I'm looking for, because I don't know, I guess it just happens to be that my favorite perfumes all have the same kind of wintry scent profile. I like springtime light floral scents, but my favorite ones are the deep fall and winter scents. So they're gonna all have the same kind of scent profile, and they all look kind of the same too. They all have that deep dark juice. Let me see if I can get them all in here for the thumbnail. Uh-oh, I'm dropping them. And then this one. Here they are all. So I have 6 because I have an honorable mention. So All right. Sierra is by Revlon, and it's an oriental fragrance for women, and it was launched in 1973. All of my favorite scents, same profile, released in the 70s and the 80s. The nose behind the fragrance is Harry Cutler. Top notes are raspberry, neroli, bergamot, and lemon. Middle notes are Brazilian rosewood, ylang ylang, orris, jasmine, and palmarosa. Base notes are opanax, incense, leather, vanilla, musk, and cedar. It says Sierra was presented in 1973 in a gleeful and merry breeze of bergamot, lemon, and neroli in the beginning. A floral wave of jasmine, iris, palisander, and liang liang from the start, while base notes include incense, myrrh, raspberry, sandalwood, patchouli, cedar, leather, musk, opanax, and vanilla. When I was going over this, I was like, what is opanax? And I like to go down and click on. So opanax, it's in the resins and balsams. Intensely sweet, balsamatic, warm, and spicy scent. This is really nice to me. I mean, oh, just when I think of wintertime, sexy, just auntie, fresh, clean. It's definitely giving auntie. I'm sorry. But it smells so good and warm and comforting. It just smells like Christmas time and family get-togethers in the wintertime. It smells like the holidays, like pumpkin pies also need to be being baked. And this is Sierra by Revlon. I wish that really there was a way I could describe, besides reading the notes and saying just what the feels of it is. I just melt all over with how all these scents make me think of that song. All these scents remind me of my childhood and the lady, what's her name? Angela Winbush, and she sang that song, Angel, woo, Angel. Oh my goodness! Wait a minute. I go, Angel, woo. But it just reminds me of that era. It just smells like that. All of them do. I'll put her picture in. I sound terrible. Anyway. So next I have Anne Klein. Now, this was a blind buy. I didn't know that I was going to love this as much as I do. Anne Klein, I might have talked about this. Did I talk about this in my last video? I might have did, but I love it. So I could talk about it again because it smells so good. I think I did say that I had made a mistake and pulled and broke this. I pulled the whole thing off thinking that it was the top. But this whole thing is the atomizer. So its main accords are, I forgot to do the main accords of Sierra, but you got the notes and all, it's fine. The main accords are powdery amber, warm, spicy, woody, musky, vanilla, iris, floral, animalic, and earthy. Hold on, give me 1 second. This definitely, all of them are like reminding me of, like I said, Angela Winbush. Okay, so maybe the best way that I can describe it is through music. This is reminding me of like Patti LaBelle, and I actually had Patti LaBelle's oil, and it smells just like how you would think that she would smell. Amazing. It smells mature and really sexy, and like you just want to be up underneath of her sniffing and smelling and baking patty pies. It smells just like it. But yeah, so this perfume, Anne Klein 2. So there's two Anne Kleins, but this one is Anne Klein 2. And this one was launched in 1985. And it has top notes are peach, green notes, bergamot, and Amalfi lemon. Amalfi lemon. Middle notes are orris root, carnation, rose, and jasmine. Base notes are amber, vanilla, benzoin, sandalwood, musk, civet, and patchouli. I don't know, all of these scents, like, and when I say auntie and mature and Patti LaBelle, I am not, I mean it in the most loving, comforting way that you can think of. All of them just remind me of the women that I was around growing up. My aunts, my grandmother, my mother, all of them smelling so beautiful and larger than life and sexy, and like you could smell them in their beautiful homes. You could smell them before they were coming. Their homes smelled beautiful. They smelled like these perfumes, and I just love them. Next, I have White Diamonds by Elizabeth Taylor. And its main accords are white floral, aldehydic, woody, yellow floral, fresh, warm, spicy, floral, citrus, tuberose, and powdery. A lot of people don't like powdery scents. I love powdery scents. Let me see. What is a smell that there was a few scents that I didn't care for. I don't like Wind Song. I don't know what in the world is in Wind Song that I just cannot get behind. I didn't like Wind Song. That was a deep scent that I didn't like. Seemed like there was something else that I just did not care for that was an older vintage scent. I think Knowing by, who is Knowing by? I think Knowing is by Estee Lauder. I didn't care for that. That stunk. Pew. But this, okay. So, its top notes are aldehyde, lily, neroli, orange, and bergamot. Middle notes are Egyptian tuberose, jasmine, ylang ylang, narcissus, carnation, Italian iris root, Turkish rose, and cinnamon. Base notes are amber, musk, sandalwood, oak moss, and patchouli. So, Elizabeth Taylor and her perfume line was the motivation for a lot of other celebrities to also have a celebrity perfume. But I think Elizabeth Taylor did it best. Her and Britney Spears. Britney Spears' line is good too. Jennifer Lopez, she's got a couple of hits in there, but don't nobody top a good Elizabeth Taylor or Britney Spears. Like, so many of Britney Spears's and Elizabeth Taylor's perfumes are just hits for me. It be kind of iffy with J-Lo and Ariana Grande, but almost every time with Britney Spears or Elizabeth Taylor, I be in it. This is beautiful. I love it. I have so many of her scents. I'm going to have to do a separate video just for my Elizabeth Taylor scents, because I have quite a few of her Diamonds line. Like, she had a lot of them, but this one was my favorite for as the wintertime scent. She has White Diamonds in Rouge that also smells good. Let me see. Let me show it to you real quick. I'm not going to do the notes, but I'll just show you. This one. It's beautiful. If you ever see it in a store or something, sniff it, and I promise you, you're gonna love it. So next I have Red by Giorgio Beverly Hills. Hold on. Okay, so before I go on to Red, just about White Diamonds real quick, is that it says that White Diamonds is a sheer floral fragrance. And it is a harmony of flowers and aldehydes are in the top notes. And that it was introduced to the Fragrance Foundation in the Hall of Fame of the Fragrance Foundation in 2009. Yay. So, okay. Next is Red by Giorgio Beverly Hills. Oh, again. Like the same type of scent. Like the same, just that sexy, deep. Let me see. Main accords are woody, amber, floral, warm, spicy, aromatic, white, floral, sweet, earthy, fruity, fresh, spicy. When I get done, I'm going to try to list these all from the top to my least top. From a top to my least top. Okay, so Red by Giorgio Beverly Hills is a oriental floral fragrance for women. It was launched in 1989. The nose behind the fragrance is Bob Eliano. Its top notes are cherry, aldehydes, ylang ylang, hyacinth, peach, osmanthus, bergamot, orange blossom, and black currant. Middle notes are carnation, tuberose, rose, rosemary, jasmine, gardenia, iris, lychee, and lily of the valley. Base notes are oak moss, amber, myrrh, sandalwood, olibanum, patchouli, vetiver, tonka bean, cedar, and vanilla. I probably did a lot of these in my other in my fall video. I don't care. They were worth the mention again. Olibanum. I was interested in what kind of note that is. It says fresh balsamic olibanum. It says somewhat green, woody, and a spicy fragrance with fruity top notes. Love it. And then I also have from the same house, I have Giorgio by Giorgio Beverly Hills. Same house, Giorgio Beverly Hills, but this one's Giorgio and this one is Red. Giorgio by Giorgio Beverly Hills. Giorgio has main accords of white floral, tuberose, woody, sweet, powdery, animalic, yellow floral, fruity, and lactonic. I like that lactonic note because it gives it a soft creaminess, milky type. It breaks the harshness that these tend to be. Okay. Launched in 1981. Its top notes are orange blossom, apricot, peach, and bergamot. Middle notes are tuberose, gardenia, ylang ylang, jasmine, orchid, and rose. Base notes are chamomile, oak moss, vanilla, amber, musk, sandalwood, patchouli, and cedar. It says Giorgio is vivacious and serene as the sunbeams, decorated with yellow stripes of joy, and presented in 1981. It was created by Bob Eliano. Yeah. Oh, yes. It's definitely quite luxurious. All of these scents remind me of luxury and ritziness. Like once I get out of the shower, when I want to feel fancy and really just done up, like I'm on my way somewhere, like really nice, like to a really nice dinner, one of these scents are always my go-to. because they just smell like the 80s. And to me, the 70s and the 80s were both very decadent, very richy type of decades. The 70s was very glamorous. You know, I love the 70s. I'm reminded of like Halston and how clean his clothing lines was, and just that whole period, especially for black people. The 70s was quite glamorous. In the 80s, whenever I think of America and American culture, I think of the 80s and the rich, spoiled indulgentness of the 80s. And this scent, and all of this whole line, really, but especially this scent in Red by Giorgio Beverly Hills, reminds me of the rich, decadent 80s. And then I have a honorable mention, a sixth scent. Honorable mention is Coty Wild Musk. And its main accords are musky, powdery, vanilla, rose, and white floral. Let me see. And that's it. It doesn't have any, it's just these simple notes. This was released in 1972. Again, really glamorous, really beautiful and decadent. It's just giving vintage. Like, I want to smell like these things while I read my books and just live slow for the weekend. When I want to slow down and just do my little self-care and self-indulgence and spoil myself, these are the scents that I reach for. So let me see if I can try to name them from 1 to 5 from my top favorite, from my favorite to my least favorite. Okay, so I think that my favorite would have to be Sierra. And then my next, number 4 would have to be Red. And then number 3 would have to be White Diamonds. Then number 4 would have to be Anne Klein. And number 5 would have to be Giorgio. But these are all my babies. I love them. So, yeah, this was a fun video. I just want to talk about some books and some bookmarks and some perfume and get you caught up with, what, my real reading goals and stuff was. So, this was fun. All right, I will see you next time.